Okay, we're going now to Hollywood, to the Walk of the Stars. What's your favourite stars, Vicky?
Oh, Marilyn Monroe.
Farrah Fawcett, isn't it?
Farrah Fawcett.
Yep, my favourite group of all time is the Monkees, so we should find that star. It's not a bad day today. Okay, when we started the EPs, it was about in 1981. I met Wally. I went up to his flat. I remember the first time I went to his flat. We wrote a song called Well You Want to Make a Record, and I went there with the song sheet, wrote it all out, met him at the door, and I sang him the song. I said, "Can you fix this? I'll be back in a week." And he goes, "Sure." So when I went back, the song was completed and we recorded it. Then many years later, we had a producer friend who told us that title's maybe a bit too long because the original song's Well You Want to Make a Record. So we cut that down into shorter, and we made it Make a Record. And then we went in the recording studio and we actually recorded. And that's where we started with Wally, and now it's 2010, I'm here in LA, and we've written over 1,500 original songs, released 66 albums worldwide. First album starting off with the EP's Worldwide Fan Club, and that's got a lot of songs on there that are my favourites. And I think standout tracks are like Something to Me. That's actually the first track that's got you singing vocals on it. And from there, we've just released our latest album, which is called Rock and Roll Make It Pay. It hasn't come out yet. And hopefully Wally and I will get to 100 digital albums. And I'd say if we can achieve that, that'd be great.
And where can people listen to your songs?
Well, they can find us on iTunes, MySpace. Check us out on MySpace, which is www.myspace.com/THEEPS. Also, if you want to hear 200 EP songs for free, and they're full songs, go to SoundClick, which is www.soundclick.com/THEEPS. And just keep in touch with the EPs. They can email us anytime.
They can join the fan club.
Yeah, that's right. They can email the band, eps1fanclub@yahoo.com.au, and let's just enjoy today. So we're off to Hollywood. How's that?
Yeah, fantastic.
And you've been drumming.
We're going to Hollywood Drive today.
So you've been drumming for about 10-15 years yourself.
About 10 years.
And I mean, of all the tracks, I've got some personal favourites, right, that you've done. When It's Time for Rock, I think that's a good song that Wally and I wrote for you, and that was like your signature tune, because I've got my own signature tune. The first song that was actually recorded by the EPs was called At Home, which goes like at home, and I think if I'm going to be remembered for any song, I'd say it'll be that one, because that's my signature tune. And I like the song All American Country and Western Superstar. I think that's a great song that we sing together. And also You Can Love Me All the Time. I think that's another great track too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're songs that I'm really proud of. And the thing is, with my songwriting, just mention a few things about how the songwriting has come about and how you've observed me doing songwriting. Do you remember the time we did Boom Gelati Girl? I actually woke up on a Sunday morning, I said, look, I got this idea for a song, Boom Gelati Girl, and bang, we just did it. Do you remember that?
Plastic EP has got a knack for coming up with songs in seconds and minutes, and usually just thinks of a word and then all the other words come along. So the song's written within about 2 minutes. It's a natural talent.
Plus also I can write songs with just a drum beat with no music. We've done that many a time too.
Oh yeah, yeah, can you invent rock and roll? Yeah, can you invent rock and roll? Yeah, rock and roll. You got electric guitar. got electric guitars, you got all the stars, you got the sound you wanna keep singing. Can you invent rock and roll? Can you invent rock and roll? Yeah, can you invent rock and roll? Yeah, rock and roll. Yeah.
Bop bop shoo-ah, 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 bop bop shoo-ah. Richard's on the piano, Buddy's on the chords, records in the jukebox, dancing on floorboards. Jerry's on the microphone, jumping on one leg. The king rocked his guitar, made all the girls beg. Remember the sound with everyone dancing around. Remember the sound with everyone dancing around. Richard's on the piano, Buddy's on the chords, records in the jukebox, dancing on floorboards. Chuck wrote the classics, Bill rocked the clock. All these people dedicated to rock. Remember the sound with everyone dancing around. Remember the sound with everyone dancing around. Richard's on the piano, Buddy's on the chords, records in the jukebox, dancing on floorboards. Jerry's on the microphone, jumping on one leg. The king rocked his guitar, made all the girls beg, yeah!
EP is a songwriter for 26 years, and today we've come up to the Hollywood Hills. The front page of the Wall Street Journal talks about songwriters. I think it's a real coincidence.
Oh, well, let's talk about songwriting then, I suppose. Well, Wally and I have written 1,500 original songs. As I said, starting with the song "Well, You Want to Make a Record," and the first song we actually recorded in Box Hill back in Melbourne. That was "At Home," and from there we just wanted to emphasise that the EPs were all about songwriting. That was the whole thing we wanted to do. We didn't want to be like a pop group that just wrote one song and basically had to wait to see what happens and then do another song. Wally and I decided that if we're going to do songwriting and we're going to be out there in the public and push the EPs, that we had to have a lot of songs. So what we did is we actually wrote about 1,000 songs, and we released 13 albums in one shot. I think it was in about 2005, because we're basically come up into that age of the digital age, where everything's digital MP3s. And we're up to about 66 albums now. That's including compilations. And we've done an album called EP's Novelty Songs. And I think our real sound, if you want to hear the real sound of the EPs, it comes through in songs like My Kind of Girl, All American Country and Western Superstar. And there's an album that we do, I think it's got about 20 tracks, and that's called the EP's Jukebox. So if you truly want to hear our sound, you want to get a copy of that on iTunes. Also, I think our sound was born with the song Mean to Me. That's where I think our original EP sound sort of started. And when it comes to songwriting, what usually happens is Wally will come over, I'll have an idea, and we may just do the song on the spot. That's what I like doing. I actually like coming up with a song and singing the complete lyrics without writing anything down, like just basically winging it. That's how I like most of the songs. And what I find is I'll prepare the song, or I might get a drum beat from Vicky, and I'll say, okay, we'll do the vocals, and we'll put down the vocal track, then Wally will come over and just basically we'll work on the music. And I usually get Vicky when she's not that busy, or she is busy, and say, bless you, I need you to come and do some vocals, and she'll just come in and do vocals. Half the time, I mean, even she won't know what she's doing, but that's what makes it different, because we find that each one of us, when we incorporate our sounds, comes together and gels as one. So I think that's basically about the songwriting. But Wally and I just like to write songs within a few minutes, and I think that's the big secret about songwriting.
Let's get back to rock. Oh, let's get back to rock. Let's get back to rock. Oh, let's get back. Let's get back to rock. Yeah. Let's get chairs and you left my house. Even sent my cat and mouse. Didn't care. You shook my roots. You even took my leather boots. Let's get back. Let's get back. Let's get back to rock. Come to sweet California. Come on now, do ya? Come to sweet California. Come on now, baby, I do ya? Let's get back. Let's get back. Let's get back to rock. Wow! Let's get back to rock. 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 She left my love and she ran away, but I knew she'd be back today. Let's get back to rock. Come on now, let's get back. Let's get back to rock. Come to California where my sweet baby rocks. Come to California where my sweet baby rocks. Come to California, oh, come on now, she rocks. Sweet little baby, my little baby rocks. Let's get back to rock. Let's get back to rock. Oh, let's get back to rock. Baby, let's get back to rock. Rock, rock. Let's get back to rock.
We're at the Hard Rock Cafe here in Los Angeles, and that's what
Enrique?
Yeah, and I think you've been open 2 weeks only, isn't it?
About 3 weeks, yeah.
Tell us a bit about Hard Rock Cafe, because what we'll do is people from Australia and all over the world, they can come here and visit you because you just opened. So just tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Hard Rock Cafe is basically a restaurant, a retail, and a bar into one, and we fuse a lot of musicality into it. We have a lot of instruments, a lot of outfits, a lot of artist wear, it's memorabilia, and we have it here for you guys, so you guys can look at it and have a wonderful experience. So it's for the public, it's to have a rock and roll experience.
That's good. Can I also ask you, that's actually a good time for us all, rock and roll experience, you might do that. What I'm saying is with the Hollywood Walk of the Stars, just outside the door, do you live in LA yourself?
I do.
Okay, where do you live? Like 20 minutes away?
20 minutes away towards the beach.
What can you tell me about this street? So for somebody who doesn't know, what is the thing? Is this like the entertainment capital of the world, would you say?
Pretty much it is. You have all countries of the world coming into one street, on the boulevard, to look at the wonderful things we have. So, I mean, whatever you want, we got here.
And I know you've got some great food here, because we came here the other day, just so you know, we met the manager and took us some 2 weeks. Now what I want to ask you is, with the celebrities that are coming here, I've noticed you've got a few good drum kits and things signed, gold records. There's also gold records on the wall there. And what I want to ask you is, okay, who's the most famous celebrities you had come through the door so far?
To the door.
Yeah, if you know, if you remember.
Well, we had, I believe, the other day, we had Chuck Liddell, Iceman, he's a UFC fighter.
Yep.
Guy here.
Yeah, that's good.
Jack Black and Seth Green were also here a
That's
couple
good.
weeks ago.
Yep.
That's pretty much it from what I've worked with in the scene. I'm sure there's been other ones.
Well, it's just started, your cafe, and I'm sure Hard Rock is all over the world. You also know it's in Melbourne, where we come from. We actually come from Melbourne, Australia. I'm Plastic EP, right from the band, the EPs. I'm sure you look us up on the internet, and that's Big EA Drummer from the net. And I just want to say today, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm sure Hard Rock will do really well. And thanks again.
No problem. Pleasure.
All the best.
All right. Bye, guys. No problem.
Appreciate it.